Hello everyone, I'm here today with a new process video. I'm working on a single 6x8 page here, as you can see, and I've already picked out the one pocket card that I need that is front facing at least, and then I have multiple photos here. On this one you'll notice I have two, so I will have to do a photo flip there, so I don't have a card that will go in between. I need to find that, as well as embellishments, but hopefully this one will go quickly because I feel like there's not a whole lot to do here other than finding that other card, doing a little bit of journaling, and then embellishing. I went into the cards that I had in my bin of stuff that I had picked out for Portland, and I found something I think I'm going to use. This was actually a 4x6 card, and I cut it in half, and it still worked out that way. I don't know if the maker, I can't remember, I think maybe this was Ellie Studio. I don't know if they made it to be that way where it could work either as a full 4x6 or you could cut it, but it works for me. And I like that it's green because I have green in the salad there. We had peppers on the pizza. So then I just have to decide, do I want this like in between the two, or do I want this showing? Like, whoops, if I flipped this up, do I want this showing as the background? I kind of like it, because then I have green in opposite corners here, but I think it would be fine if I did it in between as well. So I'll have to think about that a little bit. I also need to find my embellishments, and then I do have this nice open space here. I have lots of stamps that are about food. So I'm wondering if I should try to find one that has a big font where I could use it right in there, and I could easily stamp in black. There's black olives on the pizza, it would all match. So that's what I'm thinking to start with, but we'll see how it goes. All right, I've got some stamping choices here that might work for this card. So I have this set, and I could just use this one. It's huge, so it would definitely fit in there. It would give me room to do a little staple there if I wanted. I could even move it over and maybe have some kind of small embellishment overlapping it. So that is an option. My second one I'm looking at is this one that says here for the food, and it certainly would fill up the space a little bit better because it's wider. And part of the reason, not gonna lie, part of the reason we chose this Airbnb is because it was in the Alberta Street area, and that area is known for bars, restaurants, some unique shopping things, but it's a lot of food and drink related stuff, and we like that, so we thought, okay, that's, a tick in its favor, if you will. It's not the only reason we chose it, but certainly didn't hurt. So I like that saying. And then on this one, I like the one that says savor every bite. The only problem is I'm not sure it fills up the space well enough. It's a little bit longer maybe than this one, but it's smaller. The height isn't as good. So I'm just not sure. I feel like maybe the outside around it will be a little too blank. So I'm keeping it as an option, but I really think it's going to be one of these two. I did the stamping and I love it. I decided to go with that one because I just felt like it filled the space better, and I really like the mix of font, whereas this is open, this is more closed. I really like that. So happy with that. And then I'm going to put in a mini staple right here to make it look like the label is attached, even though it's flat to the card. Yes, happy with that. And I think, I think I am going to leave it in the back here and put these two on top so that when it's flipped up, you will actually see this front and center. I think that will look really nice with the other things that I've got going here. So then I have to do journaling and figure out, do I want a little embellishment here? I think I might. If I had one there, let's see, where else would I put one? Obviously I need something here. I can't really do it here. I could do something maybe in the middle here, like a circular thing or a phrase. Yeah, there's not a lot of room here either. If I did something, I'd have to like barely hang it off the top maybe. So I think it's probably going to be maybe just this photo. Oh, you know what? I could stamp here. I've got some dead space, both here and here. So maybe embellishment here, some other stamping here, and then something right to overlap in that spot. Since I didn't use the Savor Every Bite phrase on the other photo, I'm going to use it here instead. So I already have it attached to my block here. I am switching though to my Stays On ink because since I'm going to stamp directly on this photo, I need this one instead of my regular one because this one is better for slick surfaces. I love it when stamping comes out well on the first try. It makes life a lot easier. So there's that. Ta-da! And I didn't mean to get the little dots of feta inside the A, but it worked out. So hey, I'm not going to complain about that. But seeing this, it definitely convinces me I need something here because I've got kind of bold font here, bold font there, and then I have nothing on this side to balance it out. So I do need something there. I'm not exactly sure what that's going to be, but I'll find something. I think I have found something to put over this photo, and it's not something I would generally think of for this. I found this phrase just in my stash of stuff, and it says grateful for this, and I'm sure it was meant for something else. But I love that it's black and white. I love the sentiment because we were grateful. This was our first night in the area, and we'd already had a full day. We had traveled, for hours in the morning, and we just wanted to stay in. We didn't really want to be out partying that first night. So we ordered this pizza from a local place, and it was fantastic. And we were just grateful that our travel went smoothly. We had a great day. We were relaxing in a lovely Airbnb in the evening, and we had good food to top it all off. So I think I'm going to put this pretty much across the middle. It's a little long, so I think I may trim off the edges just a little bit so that I can fit it on there a little better. I have filled these 3 pockets because I don't think I'm going to do anything else with the 3 of these. I should show, I guess, that I put in some little staples on either side of this once I had trimmed it down. So I have that. Those are all done. So then I'm working with these to put the flip together. And before I glue anything down with these, I want to get this done because if I screw it up, I'd rather have it now before I adhere it than put everything together, make a mistake, and then I have to rip the whole flip apart. So that means though that I have to figure out what am I putting here. So I'm going to grab out all of my little food embellishments and stickers and things and see what I got. I pulled out a bag of stuff that is all food related. So I have some chipboard, I have different phrases in here, I have some 3D things. Obviously I'm not going to use a taco, but there are other things in there. And I think there might be pizza stickers in here. It shows pizza on there. That's breakfast stuff, so that doesn't go. But I'll take all this out and see what do I have in here that is pizza related or maybe just a more generic phrase or something that might work with my theme here. So I looked through my other stuff and didn't find anything really that worked, but in here I was right. There are some pizza stickers and it's perfect color-wise. So I think I'm just going to take one of those, overlap it probably over here, and then do my journaling. Here is my card with the little pizza slice added and then my journaling. And I'm not super crazy about how the journaling looks against that checked pattern, but it is what it is. I'm still going to use it because I like the rest of the way this looks. So I'm keeping it. It will go like this on the flip, which I have over here. I've already cut it and have it folded and everything ready to go. So I just need to put it all together. I have all this put together and in the pocket, and then I realized I forgot that I need a little pull tab or something. So I either need to add one here or at the bottom here to indicate to lift up. So I need to find that. Do I have any of my little pieces over here that might work? Nope, none of those are the right color. So I'm almost tempted to do black, maybe black and white. We'll see. I'm going to go into my little labels and tabs and just see what I have available. I found this one in my stash and I don't need something that says the date, and I have several of these. They must have come as a set. So I'm going to use this, but I'm going to cut that part off. I'll only use this end, and that way I can still save this if I want to use it for something else, but I don't have to. But I just want this little portion, maybe that much. So I have to decide, do I want it hanging off the side or do I want it hanging off the bottom? I decided that I liked the look of it better if it were hanging off the bottom. So I did have to pry up the photo just a little bit in order to get that under there. And then I put some more adhesive on it, pressed down, and it seems pretty solid. So I think it'll be fine when it's sitting in the album to just do this, and then it'll flip up. And then this is blank too, so there's no weird pattern or anything. So here's another one done for Portland. Thanks for watching.